how we can make our country better through science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So, first question I'm going to ask you guys, the boys, the men of our tomorrow. When you hear about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Anybody? Yeah?
Innovations.
Thank you, innovations. And when we say innovations, what does that mean for you? Let's be very honest. Anyone else? Yeah? Creating, right? Anybody else? Development. So we're talking about creating, development. What exactly do we want to create? How exactly is this going to come about? Okay? That is, you're gonna answer? Exactly. Exactly, problem solving, okay? So, as the Science Exploration Zambia, we're bringing to you guys chances, opportunities for you guys to come out, okay, and have to develop these things, these projects, innovativeness, creativity, this and that, okay? So we do not have all the ideas, but we have you guys, you men here, who have the ideas, we have the skill, we have the zeal and the energy as well, okay? Kalakonemo is going to run us through the history of Science Exploration Zambia. It is going to tell you a little bit more about what exactly we do and how exactly we're going to engage with you guys, okay? So this way you're going to know how or where you guys come and play your role in the Science Exploration Zambia, okay? Please do take your time to listen to what he has to say. He has a presentation for you guys. Once he's done, you guys can ask as many questions as possible. Remember, it's a curious mind that we're looking for, okay? So, I asked you guys what you first think of when we hear science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Earlier on, I came out to talk about the Google, an African Google, a Zambian Google. Do you guys think that's possible? I guess I have an answer from that side. Do you guys think that's possible? Yes. You do?
It's not possible. With some creating something, something different.
There's always that person. That's true. Thank you. Okay, guys, that is actually true. So we're creating something better, okay? Something bigger, okay? Caleb, are we almost set?
Just a minute.
Okay, so as he's trying to set, do you want to say something? No. As Caleb is trying to set up this stuff, there was a time I was talking to my best friend about the developing countries and everything. So they look at us as Zambia or as Africa, as a third world country. And for many of us, we think that's a problem, right? But then I think it's the biggest opportunity. What do you guys think?
I get your thinking.
You get my thinking. What do you think then?
Because we have an opportunity to develop.
Exactly, and people have gone before us. So they've like shown us the way. So we can come out and do something better than them, right? And make our place better. So I think that as young, innovative people, oh, I can feel the zeal in me.
Wow.
I feel like as young people, we should be innovative enough and think that, you know what, there's a better tomorrow for us if and only if we play our role, right? So what is our role? Innovativeness, creativity. Let the ideas flow through you. Let them birth forth much more. Okay? Caleb, we set. Okay, so I want you guys to give me a round of applause, please. I think I want Caleb now to just take over and let you guys know what Sez is.
Okay, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing fine. And I'm very much sure some of you know me. I don't really have to explain more about myself. I'm known, I'm sure. Yeah. This is the JETS Club, isn't it? Okay, I'll maybe first start with the JETS Club itself. I was a member of JETS actually, and I served as a top executive. By then we didn't really have a president, but I sort of acted as one because we had some issues by then, but yeah. So, when you're in such a school setup like the way LUSAKA boys is, and then you're privileged to be part of such a group or an organization, because JETS itself is an organization, clubs like JETS set you up for the very best in school. when you're part of a club like this, you're expected to always deliver when it comes to academics and everything. And there are people that will look at JETS and say, JETS but in the actual sense, that's not really the case. I came from a background where I did combined science. I was not in a pure class. I did combined science. And I was just one person who was so much passionate about innovation. So I didn't really want to concentrate on the fact that JETS is considered to be a place where people that did pure sciences belong. So I looked at myself and I was like, okay, I also want to be part of JETS. I also want to sit down one day, do a project. I also want to sit down one day and maybe participate in the Olympiads. And I'm talking about Olympiads and I'm doing combined science. And Olympiads would definitely favor those people that are doing pure sciences because most things I did similar. But I was just a guy who was so passionate about JETS. I started in grade 10. I started going to JETS, met Lavmo. Lavmo is Lavelle's big brother. By then, he was the leader of JETS, Joseph and Sylvia. I was just this person who was so passionate. I was like, I just want to be part of this team as well. I believed in myself, pushed. Despite people telling me, no, this is not a place where you belong. Because a lot of people that did combined science, they segregated themselves. They looked at JETS and said, no, JETS is for the geniuses. But I was like, I feel I'm also part of that group of people that can be called as geniuses. I started my journey with JETS, grade 11, participated in a project, just became an active member. And then in grade 12, when I was actually head boy, I also became a lead member of that JETS team. So one of the lead members that made things happen in that particular year for JETS. And believe me, we did well. And we sat for Iraq Zonal Olympiads, and I was sitting with a guy that came from a pure science class and was doing chemistry all alone. And I was this guy who was just coming from a science class, looking at me. I was like, this guy isn't going to do anything. But when when you're writing Olympiads, I don't know how it's done these days, but back when we were writing Olympiads, before you sit for Olympiads, there was going to be selection. We're going to choose who was going to write Olympiads. Like, you're not just, they won't just switch and say, you're going to write Olympiads, but they're going to sit for sort of an exam and say senior guys and we're going to pick the very best. I sat for that exam with a guy who actually started studying maybe way back. But, my belief in my hard work, I beat the guy and I went to write the Olympiads. Despite not maybe putting a place at the provincial Olympiads, but the fact that I made it and I went to write, I was very proud of myself because against all odds, people told me, you wouldn't write, you're from a science class, but because I was very much determined and believed in myself, that was very much possible. So my message, even before I do the introduction, what we've come here to do is, you are in the right place. This club is the right place. Believe me, it built me, it built Louis, and it built Jones Mukuta. You have to be the person that you need to think ahead. Don't just be in school and be dormant. Just want to be part of a gang where you play around, thinking as if life is easy. Believe me, life is not easy. Life is hard. You can only make it easy by doing the right thing. And the right thing that you can do is to choose the right association. And then in school, the right organization or club that you would belong to is the JETS club. Because you're always challenged to study ahead. You're always challenged, you want to be there as well. So this is a group of young people that are talented, young people that are innovative. You're working as a team to do great things. It's a boys' school. There's nothing like there's a girl here where you're going to be looking. No, my girlfriend, it's high time that you become focused with what you want. LUSAKA Boys Secondary School is known for being the best. History itself speaks, we're known to be, we're a school that delivers always. I came here after my exams in 2018 and we're directing the JETS club, and believe me, we did very well. We did very well. We put a lot of positions, especially development of projects. We did very well. We won the quizzes at zonal, but provincial level, the schools like DK, So it was sort of a challenge. We couldn't get there, but for the first time in about like 7 years, we managed to scoop a quiz in our zone and we beat a lot of big schools. By then we had people like Dylan, was your previous head boy, Manu Ponda, that managed to do well. So, my encouragement to you guys is not even the sky is the limit for those that believe, for those that are passionate about what they're pursuing. When you're pursuing something, you don't have to look at who's doing more than you. The focus has to be you and what you want. I wasn't going to be here if I wasn't focused. He wasn't going to be here if he wasn't focused. And he wasn't going to be here if he wasn't focused. So you have to be focused and know that this is a place where you build yourself. And one thing I'm going to tell you, maybe sort of advice or encouragement, when you're in the Jets club and you guys are hitting Jets, you shouldn't really be too dependent on school. Okay, like what is the school going to do? Is the school going to provide for us? Is the school going to do this? If you've got someone who's leading Jets, like, I don't know who's leading Jets now, but if Lato is leading Jets for you, then that should be the person that you must be pushing. Let's meet every Thursday. Let's make sure we start researching on projects. What are we going to be doing? The moment you have everything set, even though the school wants to deny you a chance to participate in the Jets program, that's going to be impossible. You'd have already done everything. So that's first. So now coming to my program, to our program. I come from, or I belong to an organization called Science Exploration Zambia. I currently serve as president and co-founder of the organization. So Science Exploration Zambia is a non-governmental STEM-based organization with only one message, mission, which is to spread and preach the STEM agenda. I don't know if you understand what STEM is, but STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And then you guys belong to an organization called it's Junior Engineering Technicians and Scientists, isn't it? So, JETS itself incorporates STEM. So Science Exploration Zambia is an organization that comes in to play a similar role with JETS, but maybe in a different way, because I would say we are trying to offer more than what maybe JETS offers. Not really to come and say we're trying to discredit JETS, but if anything, we come here to actually prepare you guys for competitions like JETS. So Science Exploration Zambia is an organization that spreads the STEM agenda. It's an organization that was founded on ethics of advancing science. We want to be the lead organization in the country that spreads or spearheads the STEM agenda. In what sense now? When I talk about STEM, the issues, the things to deal with creativity, there's innovation, there's education, you see? And I'm talking about things that relate with you, but when we talk about things like, there's also what we call partnerships with maybe other organizations, stewardship. So, if you look at project development, we come in as an organization that prepares you guys for what is ahead of you. People have got potential and abilities, but it takes someone that's a step ahead of them for them to unlock their potential. But trust me, there's someone in here who's got an idea, but they don't know the next step. There's someone who's got a crazy idea, something that actually sounds to be crazy, If you tell me about that idea, maybe to tell a friend, okay, I've got this idea, and your friend's going to look at you and say, bro, this is impossible. But now, that's where Science Exploration Zambia comes in. We come in to tell you that, bro, your project is possible. We train you in that sense. We prepare you for that project development, we give you the skill. And this skill is only given through the mentorship that we offer. And the mentorship that we offer is, maybe we have an outreach program on that particular day, and the subject is project development. And then I'm going to be telling you how you develop a project, why you develop a project, how do you prepare a project, especially when you're going to prepare a date, what type of project you prepare, especially categories. The type of categories that you have. I've been in dates before, and it's also been part of the SEZ, I know the categories and the best of projects that would fit. I'll tell you, okay, this project will fit in this category. So, okay, I've got this project. For example, maybe you've got a project, maybe it's in IT, you're developing maybe this school system. Maybe, LUSAKA Boys has got a system that's updated. Give an example, maybe the system that you have at this school, your registers are manually recorded, like your names are recorded manually. You guys just do things right on paper, like there's no proper database. But you want to develop a system that will be able to capture all the information of each and every pupil at this school and store it in the database. So I will come in as